For every 5 people, 3 are feeling lonely, depressed, or anxious. We have to face loneliness heads on because it is actually one of the biggest cause of depression, suicidal tendencies, strokes, early death, fast-track aging, decline in cognition and dementia, and all other negative effects. Hello, welcome to my channel, and thank you for tuning in here. It's a pleasure to serve you. The topic today is this is why you're lonely, and we have 5 ways to fix it. Are you one of those who sometimes feel lonely, depressed, or anxious? Then this video is for you. According to World Health Organization, we have loneliness index 2022 has escalated during and after pandemic. The ratio now is for every 5 people, 3 are feeling lonely, depressed, or anxious. There's a big difference between loneliness and aloneness. I am one of those folks who really enjoy myself. So I enjoy being with myself. I got used to some sort of meditation, introspection. Loneliness is one of the biggest concerns in this point in time, and very few people are talking about this. We have to face loneliness heads on because it is actually one of the biggest cause of depression, suicidal tendencies, strokes, early death, fast-track aging, decline in cognition and dementia, and all other negative effects. That's why we really have to find the solution for this. Many people are actually trying to solve this problem using drugs, antidepressants, to solve their issue. The big difference there is these kinds of problems are good swimmers. So they return to us after the effect of the drugs is gone. They are very good swimmers. So let's dive into how we can solve it in our level. Nobody can solve it better than yourself. We'll talk about the 5 ways to fix loneliness, depression, or anxiety in our lives. Number 1 is humans are social animals. We live and thrive on meaningful social relationships since the start. Everything starts with family. So if we have a very good relationship with family, it goes to the community. We call it in those times tribes. We thrive because of our tribe. In those olden days when everything is danger. So it's our connection with the community that gives us the safety, security, and the sense of confidence and trust and loyalty to this group, because once we stick together, we survive from the animal attacks. That did not stop, and we should continue that. In our generation, 96% of people on planet Earth are reactive. This time, however, we have to initiate. We have to be proactive. What can I do to improve myself? What can I do to help my family, my friends, my community? For all these like me in our generation, the first community that we usually thrive with is when we go to school. So we create some kind of bonding with the students, with the teachers, and the better the bonding, the better the learning process. And so the more caring you group with, you are forced to comply with the group's agreement, status quo. We join sports, contests, choirs. That is our initiation into meaningful groups where we could thrive together. Number 2, be prepared for natural phenomenon. They call it in law fortuitous events or natural disasters. So one of the things we could not control is death of a loved one. We have to accept the fact that we cannot control our life or death. When we become prepared for this, we do not feel so bad when it happens. One of the very recent example is a 7.1 earthquake that happened just yesterday. Nobody expected that. Another example is about 1 week ago, there was a rush of flood those houses at Banawi Rice Terraces, which never happened in their entire history, since that's in a slope of the mountain. But things happen for reasons we cannot explain. We have to be prepared for that. 5 days ago, I was brought to the hospital for no apparent reason why I felt kind of dizzy. I had normal blood pressure. I was always exercising. I was hydrated. I was not feverish. But it happened. I said, whatever is God's will for my life, let it be done. I'm ready. We never know what happens next. So we have to be prepared. The loss of a loved one. I still remember that incident where the mother of one of my friends did not finish eating her lunch and she's gone. And she was not sick. And nobody learned until they saw why it took her so long to finish her meal, only to find out she stopped breathing. Of course, it could give us some temporary loneliness. Who in the right senses would be happy in cases like those? But can we change the situation? No. Number 3, create your own tracking device or system. In other words, you have to have a list. If you cannot put it in a list, at least memorize them. I usually do my checklist. I have a checklist. You have to have a scheme for yourself for checkup every day. So I usually check if I eat my nutritious food, drink water, breathing. What about my sleep and meditation? Did I have fun? Did I have relaxation? Did I do my grounding? Everything is written down for me because I want to be in optimum health and vitality. Nobody wants to get sick. I would not like to get sick. But if it happens that I will just stop breathing, so be it. I did my part. Check also if you are addicted, especially on social media now. You know you are addicted to social media when you cannot even stop watching those feeds for 30 minutes. I know one person, even if we were in the church service, every 30 minutes he looks at the feeds and then return. That's addiction. And I know some people who are so engrossed with how many likes they get. That is not a confirmation of how many people love you. And then I got that story of an oldie like me who was at the beach. When a mother and a daughter, she brought her to the beach and she had all those toys that are used for playing in the sun. So they spread it all and the kid was starting to play. When the mother got ready for all the selfies, she had picture with her daughter playing in the sun and etc. And after she's done with the pictures, she told her daughter to pack her things because they are going back. The child was crying and crying because she wants to play in the sun. But the mother said no, they had to pack up. They just went there so she could post to her community how she brought her daughter to the beach. Wow, that's called addiction. Number 4, let us re-evaluate our values, beliefs, our most valuable possessions on earth. When everything is gone, what's your most valuable possession? We don't have to argue. It's me first. So I have to love myself first. Take care of myself first so that I can take care of my children. So I take care of my family. So I can take care of my friends. Unless you love yourself, that's the only condition to love others. How much do you love yourself? Unless you value yourself, you cannot value others. Love your neighbor as yourself. If I do not love myself, I cannot love my neighbor. I cannot love myself, I cannot love you. Self-awareness is very, very, very important. Who are you? What is your purpose in life? Find out what's that. How you can discover your values. The 5th is join socials. Even the scriptures say, go to the wake. You learn more from that than to weddings. But personally, go to every invitation that you receive. If it is from old friends, welcome the idea. Maybe they have something to share you, to laugh with you, share some of the wisdoms you got. Go and join their fun. Enjoy. When you're invited, join the conversation. Whatever activity you want, be a blessing to someone there. Share knowledge, share experiences. We never know if there's another chance yet. Have as much fun as possible. If you have batchmates or schoolmates and they want to have reunion, go ahead and join them. You never know if that is the last. So, let's enjoy life. There should be no reason why we are lonely. You want to enjoy being alone? Watch my videos on meditation. There are tons and tons of benefits. What's that? Even just the summary, you will not regret it. So thank you for watching to the end. If this video resonates with you and you have learned anything at all, please comment below, as I highly appreciate if you could just add some additional info for clarity. It is not what you gather, it's what you scatter along the road in life that people remember you. That's a sign of your care. That's a sign that you love. Be a blessing to others also, because service to others is the highest source of fulfillment to the giver. Finally, I'd appreciate your generosity and kindness by clicking the like button below and subscribe to my channel, because I am committed to post one video a week to share knowledge, experiences, stories that enhances our body, mind, and spirit confidence for all viewers. Thank you so much. I love you.